yes, I saw me like it. Bring your body, come and make me ride it. Ride it like a bike it. Cock up and I sit down and I whine it.
Welcome back to Bumbleclap Reactions with your girl D-Ray Love. Today we are going to be looking at Love Island games. The only reason I've even decided to bring it to the channel is because Tyrique is on it, and I know that a lot of you may know Tyrique from streaming on Twitch, from earlier seasons of Love Island, or you may know him as Ella Thomas's ex-boyfriend. However, I have him on Snapchat and followed him since his Love Island season and since he was in his relationship with Ella. Now, I loved them two together, but there was something about him that always seemed a little childish to me. So as I started really consuming his content on Snapchat, I did realize that maybe his personality is not really for me. So I've decided to review the Love Island games. If you haven't watched it before, it's kind of an accumulation of many past Islanders that get brought into the games to win and compete as a couple for prize money. Last season, Justine won from Love Island USA, season 1, I believe. We're also going to be discussing Justine today as well. So this is very, very different content to what we're used to on this channel, but I did say I was going to delve into other spaces. I feel like now Tyrique's back on there, it's kind of brought a new audience towards it, so I really want to break it down and get into it because it's something that I really enjoy, something that I love to watch. So we're going to talk about this week. We're going to break it down, who's been doing what, who's been coupling up with who, and what drama we've got going on at the moment. So make sure you like, share and subscribe. If you're new to the content, subscribe button and the notifications bell so you do not miss an episode, because we are going to be covering the entire 3 weeks of Love Island games. So first up, Tyrique has entered the villa. If you guys don't know Tyrique, you can see him here. As I said earlier, he's from Twitch, known best at the moment for being on Twitch. He's one of the top streamers in the UK, and also the ex-boyfriend of Ella Thomas, who is obviously a very well-known brand influencer at this time. Tyrique has gone on to Love Island games, and it actually seems like he may have gone for a little bit of love and money, although he's definitely playing strategically. This week we've seen him link up with Andreina, who is actually one of my favorite Islanders. Not only is she absolutely fire and gorgeous, but I just feel like she has this real softness to her. She's Dominican. She's got this really, you know, like soft Latina vibe, which I really, really like. So he coupled up with her at the beginning. Apparently they had some sort of history, they've been speaking on the DMs, etc. So it was a real spicy way to start the show. They effectively joined up straight away from the beginning. I was shipping it, I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely shipping it. As it went along, it was being clear that actually he's quite interested in the games and started to say things that were a little bit more strategic, i.e. like when Andreina lost her battle, he was a bit like, so when I was watching the battle, I was thinking, you know.
Watching that performance, yeah, gives me a little bit of doubts in my mind, like maybe it's best for my own safety to be in a couple with someone with the challenges and then still flick it with you, you know, throughout the day. Because I like the way we're going, do you get what I'm saying?
I just feel so down.
And it was a bit like, okay, so you definitely are here to win the money. Because this time, it's $250,000. That is a lot of money. So to just be here playing around with someone that you might not last with, like past the show, I'd be playing a little bit of a game too. Unless I really went there for a relationship. He is definitely playing the game for money. However, I'm not gonna lie to you, when he first went in, as I said, I didn't really have the best view of him or the best idea of what he was really like, and I do feel like this has given me the opportunity to get to see his growth and maturity. And from Love Island, when he was with Ella and he was acting real immature and it was his first relationship and he was still finding his feet, I feel like he's a lot more mature emotionally. He seems a lot more put together than he did previously, so I want to give him his props on that. And I feel like he's definitely converting me a little bit. Even the way he was consoling Lucinda, consoling Andreina when they were crying, it showed that he really does have like this soft side, and he's not just like this, you know, bravado player boy that he came across to be in the beginning.
No, really? I mean,
still here.
yeah, but
Just because we're not, don't cry.
Don't wanna be alone, I wanna feel close.
I told you I'm still here, I ain't going anywhere.
And then Johnny came in. If you guys know Johnny from Love Island season 1, big Johnny. Actually, was it season 2? It could be season 2. He's come in And he already knows Andreina. Now, I need to get this tea because I'm not sure where or how they've had a little thing. But Andreina and Johnny had a little thing a couple of months back. So that is still fresh. Whereas Tyrique and Andreina were only talking in the DMs. So they've actually dated, right? So then Johnny comes in and effectively text him girl. So I was all shipping Andreina and Tyrique. And then Johnny come in and took Andreina from Tyrique.
Surprise. Pleasant surprise.
Same.
What has it been, like 2 months? You're not gonna tell anyone we kissed?
Should we tell him?
It can be a secret for now.
It's been a while.
Kiss me right now.
You kiss me right now.
Come here.
Wanna run but can't leave. Holding me down, I can't breathe. It's what you're doing to me.
And now Tyrique is linked up with Lucinda, which is more of like a power play and a friendship couple rather than, you know, some sort of romance. Tyrique is still trying to have romance with Andreina, but now it seems like she's shifting. He kind of calls over to her like, yeah, mi amor, and she's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. So yeah, don't know what's going to happen with the whole Tyrique and Andreina saga, but we're looking forward to seeing how that develops. Do you think it's wrong that he kissed KK? Do you think that he was the one that kind of set the standards for them to step out on each other, even though Andreina didn't know about the kiss? Are they both just not that serious about each other? We'll have to see how it develops. Along with Johnny coming in, who is definitely a legendary Islander, we then had the beautiful Justine gracing our screens. Now, I'm not going to lie, this feels bittersweet because part of me is like, yay, Justine's back. She's back on our screens. We love her. Obviously, we love her and Selly together. That's like our power couple. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. Justine. I don't know what you're doing back here. You won the last season. I've got no idea why you've come back again to try and win twice. At this point, it's just not looking like a good look. It's looking like you're not booked and busy. It's looking like you've got nothing else to do but keep going on these dating shows. You've just come off Perfect Match like less than a year ago, and it's just seeming a bit desperate. Like, it's not giving you're here to do anything or win anything. It's giving desperate. You have won the show multiple times. It's time to move on, sis. Find a career path and follow it. Find a brand and stick to it. Do something that is away from this franchise now. You could be so much more, Justine. You're so beautiful, so talented, so cool, so fresh, so everything. You're the it girl, and you're cheapening yourself by going on Love Island again and again. You've turned into the female Scott, and we all know what that is. Scott goes on every single show he can get his hands on. Every single show. We don't want that for you, Justine. So please let this be the last reality TV show that you do. We want to see you get into something more solid. We want to see you start building a career outside of reality TV because the potential is there, okay? And I'm not trying to sound like I'm hating, but I was so disappointed when I saw her on the screen, and I love Justine. So yeah, no, Justine, make this please be the last time we see you. Along with saying, Justine, like, why do we see you again? I also feel like that about Johnny. I also feel like, Johnny, please again make this be the last time that you are here, because we've seen you on 100 reality shows. The only one we want to keep seeing you on is The Challenge. And that's just me being honest. You know, that one's really your wheelhouse. Whereas this kind of love romance thing coming in with the bravado, we don't trust you anymore, Johnny. You used to be a heartthrob. We used to love you. And then you did Selly so dirty that none of us can even look you in the eye. So please make this be the last reality show that you do. And go on to something else. You could do modeling. You could be a brand ambassador. You could have a fitness line. You could do so many other things, and please keep going on Love Island. We want to see some fresh talent is what I'm saying, okay? As everybody that goes on Love Island's games is fairly athletic if they know anything about the show, the challenges have been great this time round. There've been a lot of kissing, but not as much kissing, which has actually made me very, very happy, because I tend to feel like a lot of the challenges are too kissy based, and it kind of doesn't leave for any physical exertion, really. You're just worried about who you're gonna kiss. But these ones actually had a lot of physical exertion. People were trying their hardest to be persistent. You had to be strong. You had to be mentally focused, and it's been really tough. A lot of people have ended up going out based off just not being strong enough for the game, not having the mental capacity or the physical capacity. Gonna make this one so interesting. It's just simply based on strength and agility.
Each heat will be played over 2 rounds. The goal is to score as many points as possible. Strategy matters, speed matters, and if you're just splashing around without a plan, good luck staying at a last place. The couple with the most points at the end of 2 rounds will secure the win.
I'm about to set it off.
Round 1 is tire training.
I think that the themes that they've chosen have been great. They've been really interesting to watch. I like the fact they're doing it in 2 different heats. It's just been really, really, really good this time round. So I'd say that's a win for Love Island Games. Speaking of talent, I'm not surprised that Chris is a front runner for this week. It's the first week. Chris was going in there to win the money. He's going in there to prove that he's not just this 6'8" basketballer that isn't a gentleman, because he wouldn't carry Hudder across the water. I feel
You want to carry me or we'll walk?
Why are you crying?
This is hard.
You should make your decision.
No. I like watching the water.
I'm not gonna carry you.
I feel like that is his TV debut, and that everybody knows about Chris, that he wouldn't carry Hudder across the water. So I feel like he's on a redemption tour. However, how can you have the cheek to not kiss KK and hug KK and be intimate with KK, talking about you move slow, when you was begging Hudder for appreciation and for PDA? You was begging Hudder and getting mad at Hudder because Hudder didn't want to kiss you. Now you've got a beautiful black queen right there saying, why are you not kissing me? And you're talking about, I want to take it slow, I take it slow. What is going on, Chris? And furthermore, Love Island Games has proved to us how boring you are, Chris. Like, where is the personality other than, yeah, I just want to get to the money, yeah, I just want to win, chest bumping a 5'0" woman to the point where she's going flying because you're so competitive? What happened to picking her up and giving her a kiss? What happened to giving her a hug? What happened to a high five? You damn near chest bumped that woman into oblivion. Like, what's going on? We get you on a redemption tour. You're probably trying a different tactic, but this one's not working for you. We liked you more in Love Island after what you did to Hudder. So we are like, we was hoping for something fresh. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw him and I was like, I did roll my eyes. Like, I don't know why. Something about his personality after the whole Hudder situation just completely put me off him. And I thought maybe he could kind of redeem himself, but I feel like the way he's treating KK, it's weird. You're worried that she's gone and kissed Tyrique. You guys will see that you're worried that she's gone and kissed Tyrique, but you don't want to kiss her. I have to do it. Everybody's around here bumbleclock kissing everybody, and you don't want to bumbleclock kiss her, so she want to kiss somebody down. And Tyrique was there to kiss because Tyrique's trying to plant seeds so that he can win the game. But anyway, please just lighten up a little bit, because you're doing too much. It doesn't seem authentic. Talk about something that has wowed me and excited me and got me absolutely locked in for Love Island Games, and another reason why I'm even making this video, Selene from Below Deck. Now, I have just finished watching Below Deck, and I love Below Deck. I've been watching it ever since I got pregnant like 5 years ago, and I binged so many seasons of it, to the point where I was kind of sad I wasn't going to see Selene anymore on my screen. And then boom, Love Island Games, she just pops up out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, this is what we needed. Not only is she fiery, not only is she funny and doesn't give a damn or whatever, but she speaks her mind and she adds flavor. And she's already showing that on the show. She's already saying like, oh, I thought we were friends, huh? Like, even the French attitude that she's bringing is adding something very, very needed to the show. Also, I'm about to go watch her season because I didn't even know Love Island France existed. So I'm about to go watch her season of Love Island France so I can see what kind of mayhem she created over there. Because the mayhem she created on Below Deck, if that was something to go by, it's a very, very good watch. So I'm really, really excited to see Selene join the Love Island Games. She's that known to the Love Island fan base as a whole, other than like Love Island France, but I feel like this is really gonna put her on a good footing. I'm really excited to see what she brings in these games. Obviously, she's currently vulnerable. We'll find out Sunday if she's staying or if she's going. This may come out just after the results. I'm really, really hoping that they keep her in, because she's gonna add some spice to the villa that we need. Another person that I feel like I could have left back in England was Toby. Toby, we love you, but again, come on, y'all. Like, Love Island, you've got to understand we do have faves and we have stans, but half of them you're not even putting on. You're just putting on serial reality shows, and at this point it's getting a little bit boring. It's nice to welcome people back now and again, maybe 1 or 2 people, but to welcome back 3-4 people that we've watched for seasons at a time, it's starting to get a little bit boring. So can we mix it up a little bit, and maybe next time don't bring any of these people back? Because we love them and everybody's going to make their bag, and I'm never going to stop your bag, but it's just we need to diversify a little bit, okay? I'm not going to lie, Tyrique coming back was incredibly welcome because he hasn't been reintroduced since his season, and obviously since he broke up with Ella, it would be nice to see him find somebody. So I feel like all of us in the UK would be on that journey to see him find his own person, someone that matches him, that he can stay with. Justine coming back, again, as I've said, it is what it is. Like, they've done it now, but it would be good if she could go into another avenue. She'd be good for Love is Blind, no? I think Justine should go on Love is Blind. There's been a lot of drama for the first week. There's been a couple of swaps. Andrea has been swapped out like 3-4 times. If you guys don't remember Andrea, she caused a little bit of spice with Rob on Love Island USA, and she's just very much known for being like that beautiful girl that was kind of sent home too early and never got to really explore what she had with Rob. But I've always liked her, so her coming into this one, I was really excited to see how she was going to perform. Not only is she great in strength and agility wise in the challenges, but I am definitely shipping her and Josh, and actually they are my ones to win. I want Andrea and Josh to win. I think Josh is the best out of the guys, even though Chris is amazing and Chris is killing it. I do think Josh is the best out of the guys, and I do feel that Andrea is one of the best out of the women. I'm saying one of the best because there's definitely KK, Justine, and Lucinda's now a competitor. So she's got a lot on her plate, but I definitely say that Andrea and Josh are my ones to win. Put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you are watching, if you are rooting for Tyrique, or you're rooting for Chris and KK, or you're rooting for Andrea. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. You can find it in the UK on Daily Motion the day after it's aired if you're not subscribed to Peacock, which I think it's only available in the USA region anyway. But you can always come back here to find a full breakdown, clips and insight. That was my thoughts for the first week. Can't wait to bring you another episode at the end of next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. This is Bomba Clock Reactions with your girl D-Ray Love, and I will see you Bomba Clock soon.